North to Port.
North to Port is brought to you by themusicclass.is. The Music Class. Don't just play, be a musician.
Welcome back to WHPS 93.7 FM The Whip, playing the best indie music in DC. We have a special treat. Touring band North to Port is in studio with us. Say hello to the listeners, Matt and Barbara.
Hey there.
Howdy.
You guys are in town to play a show, right?
That is right. We play the Bud Howard Theater tonight at 8 p.m., so don't be late.
Awesome. Have you ever played there before?
We haven't actually.
No, I was just doing a bit of reading on it.
Really?
Apparently it was named for Dr. Bud Howard, a pretty well-known vocalist and professor.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Dr. Howard consulted on the construction, and after his death, they named the theater for him. Apparently the space is known for its acoustics.
Good acoustics? It must be fun to play.
It always is, yeah.
Yeah, I also read he taught somewhere up north, but I can't remember the connection here.
Thanks for the wiki, Barb. You learn something new every day. I'd never heard of them.
Me either. Where'd you guys play the last time you were here?
The last time we were here, we played the Snow Den, but you probably remember it was shut down.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that was even a thing. Were you a part of that?
Yeah, we actually played a big role in getting it shut down.
Oh.
Yeah, not my favorite thing to think about.
You don't remember it favorably?
No.
But it's like we were on a sting operation.
Right, but sting operations are definitely not in our job description.
No, but if Sting had an operation, I would definitely be there for him.
Oh God, that's terrible.
All day.
All right, so what happened?
All right, so there were these rumors going around. Most bands are level.
Our level?
Yeah, that sounds kind of weird.
Yeah, a little bit.
So I don't mean like skill level. What I mean is popularity level, I guess.
All right.
All right, so bands with similar popularity tend to play the same venues, because they draw a certain sized crowd.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and we see them on the road at festivals or shows we play together.
And we all talk about things that go on.
Like what sort of things?
Like road stories, fun venues, sometimes risque involvements. It runs the gambit.
Oh my.
I'm intrigued.
So we heard rumors that the Snow Den was secretly recording their green room.
The green room, like where bands hang out before and after the show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And the Den had a legendary green room.
What do you mean?
Well, things are nowhere near as crazy now as the mid-'80s heyday of rock and roll debauchery, but being in a band can be fun if you're into certain things.
For the record, we are not into those things.
Some of the things?
Speak for yourself.
What types of things?
I know this is a family show, but since you asked, the Den provided mostly things like consumables and aesthetically pleasing members of the population.
He means attractive people. All different types of attractive people.
I mean, fly members of the population in abundance.
I get it.
And it was a pretty sweet space with comfortable furniture and what we thought was private areas.
Turned out not to be.
Yeah, no. And I'd been there once a few years ago when more exciting things were happening in that space. But normally when we played there, sadly, but not really too sadly, it was chill.
Wait. So you guys were not included in the debauchery?
Oh no, we opted out.
You did?
Yeah, but it's not like we weren't offered.
Right. What happened was when the show was set up, their representative told our management that we could have access to certain things and they would give them to us for a reduced fee.
Really? What do you mean by reduced fee?
Well, meaning we would charge them less to play, but our management just sort of politely declined. We're not really into those sorts of things.
Sadly. I mean, we have some fond memories, but Barbie's right. You get burned out on such things. So for us, the space was just kind of relaxing. There was food, place for us to hang out and rehearse a bit.
Sounds a bit more typical.
Yeah, it did skeeve me out, to be honest, like to think about what normally happened in there.
Oh God, the furniture.
Yeah, on the furniture.
Gross. Don't bring in your UV lamp, huh?
No.
Oh my God. But there were these rumors.
Yeah, but to back it up a little bit, I'm not sure how many people know this, but there's this private social network group for musicians, almost like a Reddit.
I never heard of anything like that.
It's kind of a way for touring groups to sort of keep in touch and help each other out.
That sounds cool. Is it just people complaining about politics and cats and things like that?
Not as many cats as I would like, but we do post tour cat pics.
Yeah, there is some of that, but we also give each other heads up, like management companies or venues that rip you off, cool new gear, organizing benefit concerts, good hotels, all sorts of things.
Nice.
Yeah, and also sometimes things happen on the road, like equipment breaks. And for bigger bands with a bunch of members and a huge production, things break all the time, and you don't always have a backup.
So, someone might post, hey, my organ died at my gig last night. It needs a new sprocket. Can someone help me out, sourcing a new one in the Denver area? Stuff like that.
Very cool.
And, of course, we like to stay active on there.
I'd imagine so.
Yeah, we like to help out when we can, give some information and stuff like that. But getting back to the point, there were these rumors about the Den recording people doing debaucherous stuff, which sucks.
They recorded you? Really?
Yeah.
But what's worse is then they would use it to blackmail the artist later on.
Whoa.
Right. So they'd offer you earthly pleasures and then use them against you.
That does suck.
Crappy,
Yeah.
right? We found out about it from a few people who posted anonymously at first, just as a warning. They were not willing to come forward completely because, well, they were afraid of repercussions.
Whoa. What could the Den possibly get from these artists that would be worth it to blackmail them?
We asked the same question because at first the whole thing seemed preposterous.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, but over time, we found out that the ownership group of the Snow Den was a small division of a much larger organization that contracts artists out to wealthy people all over the world, really everywhere. Europe, Asia, Dubai, you name it.
And come to find out, the larger organization has ties to foreign state actors.
What do you mean by state actors? Like governments?
Yeah, but private organizations too, in collusion.
Wow. What would they do?
They would book the artists that they were blackmailing into events for these wealthy people, many of them really powerful. And the artist was expected to get information on these powerful folks.
Whoa. Like spies?
Yeah, kind of like spies. Apparently, they would send someone in with the artist, a professional, as part of their entourage to assist in gathering information.
Spooky stuff.
So the Snow Den was a blackmail recruitment tool.
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
What kind of things were they looking for?
Oh, a lot of times it was pictures, video, that sort of thing. Like who was there, what they were doing. We don't really know all the details.
Bugging the rooms.
We don't know that for sure.
Seems likely, though.
Well, definitely metadata.
Yeah, I was trying to think of that word.
Whoa, was the stuff the Den had for blackmail really that damaging? It would persuade artists to go through all of this?
Well, from an artist perspective, it really wasn't that bad. They basically got paid well to play a show and then just acted as cover for the intelligence agent.
I see.
But to answer your question, it could be bad. I mean, most folks have family at home, so extracurricular activities could cause big damage. Or it could get someone in trouble with law enforcement.
Buy that. But how did you guys get involved?
Well, the rumors must have gone on for a few years, right?
It was a while.
Yeah, but eventually it started to be a big deal in the community.
Huge deal.
Everyone was talking, but no one had any proof to expose them. Most of the artists involved, like we said, wanted to remain anonymous, and every time one of them went to the Den, they were closely monitored.
Monitored.
Yes, but since we never took part in anything, we were not watched anywhere near as close.
And when Matt gets a bug, he has a hard time letting go of it.
Me?
You?
What did you do?
We took the deal.
You what?
We accepted their offer of consumables and debauchery for a reduced gig fee.
How did that help?
Well, to back up a little bit, before the show took place, we enlisted the help of an investigative journalist who we were able to meet through a friend, and because of their reputation, we knew they'd help us.
Like Greenwald.
Exactly.
Then we made a video recording describing what we were going to do and why, which basically was we're going to make it look like we were consuming the things available for consumption. And we also accepted...
You accepted.
I also accepted companionship from certain ladies that left and went back to the hotel with me.
Oh, you participated in prostitution?
No, I didn't do that.
Well, Matt learned a valuable lesson about that in Reno.
Oh, no, let's not talk about that.
Whoa!
I just pretended I was all jacked up on some stuff and passed out in bed, so nothing happened.
So then what did you do?
So the next day, we received an email with video from the night before with a number to contact. Matt got them on the phone, which, of course, he recorded the entire conversation.
Then we took the recording and released it on our artist's social network and also to the investigative reporter. Not long after that, the FBI came calling.
I'd imagine they'd have some interest in that kind of thing.
Oh, they don't like competition from other spy organizations.
In exchange for immunity, I mean, we had testimony that we would be staging everything from before anyway, so they were glad to give us immunity. But we released the phone call audio and debauchery video to them.
Wow.
The FBI did the rest, shut down the den, indicted a few folks, and we moved on.
That's unbelievable. You guys didn't get in any trouble at all.
No, that's the fortunate thing.
Yeah, but I mean, we had to do something.
We did.
The idea that agencies, public or private, could be surveying us without our knowledge in order to potentially blackmail us into doing stuff we wouldn't normally do is pretty scary.
It is, yeah, indeed. It's good at least now that everyone knows about it.
Yeah, we just hope it makes a difference.
I'm sure it does. Thank you both for stopping by.
So glad to be
You're
here.
welcome.
Wow. Make sure to come back next time you're in town. Have a great show tonight.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Now here's Private Eye from North to Port.
Cross-eyed, I crossed my heart going home. A new world with old world charm. Put your keys down. I can't go backwards horizontally. There's a mad cat, mad man living inside of me. Blue knows white is black. You don't see it. There's a crack in the glass that keeps the colors in the past. Now that you got this, you see me solving the Rubik's in 3D, discovering my private eye goes downtown. I'm a riot. Like an unmarked manhunt, I'm a riot. Blue knows white is black. You don't see it. There's a crack in the glass that keeps the colors man, you're good. And the only way you could possibly be better is by telling a friend about the show, leaving an iTunes review, or to get a big high five, buying our record at northtoport.com. Thanks again from Barbee and me.